Hello, movie lovers, and welcome to the show. I know this is actually going to be a little bit of a different type of show than I normally do. This is just me doing a test run, just seeing if everything's operating correctly and everything, because I've been having a little bit of distortion here and there within the show. So I'm just trying to see how the show is sounding, seeing what kind of bugs I can actually work out. But anyways, I decided to do a short episode just to try and test the waters out a little bit. Tell me what you guys think below of the sound, or if you guys can actually hear me. Let me know what you have to say about that. But as everybody knows, Johnny Depp actually pleaded guilty for the charges against Amber Heard for the abuse that they actually were a part of. But anyways, I just wanted to come out and say this. Normally I don't talk about topics like this or anything like that. Usually I'm pretty much the type of person that just likes to talk about movie news within itself and things like that. But when it comes down to this is actually something that it's a touchy subject. It's a very a touchy subject when it comes down to mental abuse and stuff like that. And not only that, but I had a lot of people that came out to me and said, "Hey, look, you need to talk about this subject," a couple of months back. But at that time, there was not enough information to actually go on to the point where it's like, you know what? I think I need to talk about this. Because here's the thing, we're always quick to go on ahead and make our first judgment before we actually get all the facts. So now that we actually have all the facts on the table, that in fact Johnny Depp was actually the victim of the abuse, and Amber Heard was actually inflicting that abuse onto Johnny Depp. And now in the case and everything, Johnny Depp actually pleaded guilty to this, and the repercussions because of this actually was the reason and why now he's actually having to be exiting out of the Harry Potter franchise of this whole entire thing of Fantastic Beasts. And to me, I don't think it's very fair to Johnny Depp at all because of the fact that he's actually the victim of abuse. And because he's a victim of abuse and everything, there's no reason for them to actually do this to him. Even though all the evidence is actually 100% Amber Heard, they still ruled it into Amber Heard's favor, and now Johnny Depp is out of the Fantastic Beast movie and everything. And I'm not a big fan of the spin-offs of the franchise or anything like that. I watched the very first Harry Potter thing, but I root for people that are actually a part of the community of the franchise and everything because I love the Harry Potter franchise. I just didn't like the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, this spin-off that they actually did with Fantastic Beasts. But, it's just sad that this actually happened to Johnny. And here's the thing. Sometimes the victim is actually the one that winds up getting the shit end of the stick, if you will. And it's not Johnny Depp's fault or anything like that. And to me, I think it should have been on the other end of the spectrum, especially whenever we have all the facts and details now. And now he was forced to resign from that project of Fantastic Beasts. And now he's not even going to be a part of that franchise anymore, which makes me sad that this is actually happening, like I mentioned before. But I feel like Amber Heard should go ahead and exit from Aquaman because of this. And I'm not a big person that actually comes out and says that Amber Heard or someone else needs to exit something, because that's not my place to say that a certain actor or actress should go on ahead and exit out of this thing. And from a studio's perspective of this whole entire thing with Johnny Depp having to force to be resigned from this whole entire thing, it's not fair. I don't understand where the studios are actually coming from, especially when all the evidence actually points to Amber Heard's side, and Amber Heard should just go on ahead and exit from Aquaman. But now it makes me question this, and that is the fact that, because of the fact that Amber Heard is not guilty, and because of the fact that Johnny Depp is now guilty, does that actually mean, from a perspective of the studio, does that actually mean that Amber Heard is safe from the Aquaman franchise, or does that mean that she has to exit too? That's another thing, though, too, that I'm wondering about, because it's not fair that Johnny has to go on ahead and exit. But I was wondering if the whole entire thing, if the person who's not guilty, who actually was a part of this whole entire thing, between Johnny and her. I wonder if she has to go on ahead and exit from Aquaman, even though she's not guilty now. And I find that, very hard to believe that it didn't rule in Johnny Depp's favor, because, like I said, all the evidence it was actually 100% Amber Heard, and now he's having to do that. And now they're actually having to go ahead and recast Johnny Depp, probably, since he's no longer going to be a part of this franchise. And I just don't understand it. I just don't understand the justice system whenever it comes down to that kind of stuff. And it just goes to show you how broken the justice system actually is as a whole, to be able to do this to Johnny Depp. And like I said, I'm not the biggest person to actually come out and say, hey, look, somebody needs to go ahead and exit from a certain movie or project, because that's not my job. That's not my job to say, hey, look, this person needs to go on ahead and step away from this project because of this or anything like that. But when I actually look at both sides of the story, I don't look at things at one side of the coin or anything like that. I'm always the person that always asks questions, and then I go on ahead once I get the evidence out there and stuff like that. Then I make my decision. Other than that, I'm not the type of person that goes out and does this where you don't have that much evidence. So the first thing that you actually go on is your first response. And sometimes your first response is not the best response, because here's the thing. You have to wait a little bit to see how things actually develop before you actually do this. And at that time, there was not enough evidence to actually go on to say whose side somebody should be on or not. And everybody's like, well, Amber Heard should just go on ahead and step away from Aquaman. And my initial thoughts was like, we don't have enough information, not enough groundwork to actually make that call. And then as everything played out towards the end and everything, we actually saw that there was actually abuse on Amber Heard's side of this whole entire spectrum. And now the repercussions of the abuse and everything else is being played out. And now I have to be in agreement that Amber Heard should have stepped away from playing in Aquaman. And I think that she should have either been forcefully resigned in that situation. But still, I'm not a studio executive or anything like that. I can't make that call or anything like that. But from that standpoint alone, I feel like that this was not ruled in Johnny Depp's favor at all. It was unfair. I wonder if he can actually appeal it. I wonder if he can actually go ahead and try and clear his name up. I wonder if they can actually go down that road or anything like that. I'm sure this is not going to be the last time we actually hear anything going on about this. But we just have to stay calm. Just like those memes that used to say, stay calm. But we just have to wait and see how this actually plays out, and see if Johnny Depp can actually appeal it. If he can appeal it, chances is they might actually rule it into his favor. If they rule it into his favor and everything, it's a little too late for him to actually reprise his role as Grindelwald in the Harry Potter franchise, but at least his name will actually be cleared, and Amber Heard might actually have to be forcibly resigned the whole entire franchise of Aquaman. But those are just my thoughts. Comment below. Tell me what you guys have to say about that, because it's something that I'm actually curious about. Like I said, I don't always talk about topics like this because of the fact that it's not my place to say, oh, this person needs to go ahead and step away from this project. Another thing I don't do is I don't try and do celebrity gossip, because of the fact 99.9% of the time it's false information. And I want this to be specifically just for movie reviews, and also for a place that everybody can just get away from all that political stuff, get away from all the other stuff, and just focus on entertainment. And also I don't like Entertainment Tonight because of the fact that it's always about, who dresses the best, or what is this person wearing. I don't give a shit. I just don't care. I just don't care what people are wearing. I don't care about that. All I care about is what movies are in development, who's playing a certain role, speculate on stuff, have fun in this community. But with this situation, like I said, I don't do that. I don't do this often because of the fact that I always go on ahead and try to separate myself from everything, and then I let it marinate a little bit to where I can actually try and see what's actually in front of me. Once I actually see what's in front of me, I can actually dictate on how I actually want to go about it. And also as a film fan, I can actually go ahead and make a call on what I think is right and what I think is wrong based on evidence that I actually see. But like I said, at the beginning stages, I couldn't even make a judgment call or anything like that on what I thought because of the fact that there was not enough information to actually go on. So that was why I didn't cover it. That's why I didn't post any type of movie news articles about it on my webpage or anything like that, because of the fact out of respect for the both of them. I felt like it was my job to try and give you guys 100% actual news facts rather than some BS, some clickbait articles that didn't matter to hell of high water. But that's just my opinion. That's just my viewpoints on why I think that this is a whole entire BS. Why I think that Johnny Depp got the shit into the stick and everything. Tell me what you guys think below. Go on ahead, smash that share button, smash that subscribe button. Also, too, I'm actually going to have somebody on the audio only podcast later on for an interview, and that will be up later on. As a matter of fact, it's going to be at 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. So probably around the 8 o'clock hour Central Time, 8:30, maybe 9, somewhere around that point. That will actually be on all the podcasting places that you can actually listen to the podcast at. So there's that. We also did Don't Tell Mom the Baby Sitter's Dead last night for a movie review. Check that out on the audio only podcast. And like I said, you can actually get that on any place that you can actually get your podcast at. And always until next time, guys, bye-bye. It's been a blast. I can't wait to actually do a full movie show. This is just me testing the waters, see where everything's at. Tell me what you guys have to say about the show. Tell me what you guys want from me. Tell me what you want as a YouTube channel. Because here's the thing. I'm not afraid to try something new and try new things. So if you want a certain show or whatever, let's go ahead and try it out. I'm in the beginning stages of trying stuff new, what works and what doesn't work. So go on ahead, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. It's been a great. Always until next time. Bye-bye.